chemistry is like no other two. 힘들었을 때마다 늘 함께했던 너. Yeah. 눈이 마주쳤던 그 순간 생각을 공유해. 우리 둘 사이의 텔레파시 바라보고 있는 날 봐. And nowhere, nowhere can I find someone like you. 한눈에 알아본 넌 나의 replica. We don't need to see each other to know that we're on the same wavelength. Oh yeah, why can't we just meet tomorrow? 아직도 난 아직도 날 찾고 있어. 매일이 난 네 생각하다 잠들어. Oh, my heart is beating for you. waiting 널 헤매이고만 있어. I don't know what more to expect. 물론 아니야 너는 난 알아. 너라는 말은 하고 싶지 않아 정말. 보러 갈게 바다 건너 난 널 뭐든 할게 말해줘. 자고 싶지 않아 또 나는 홀로. 우선 해보는 거야 나랑 YOLO. Yeah, 난 너와 나란히 가서 주말이 평범한 연인처럼 밥을 먹고 싶어. 내 말 틀린 건 하나도 없어. 안 될 거란 생각 이제 던져. 너가 없으면 날 okay. 난 잘 먹고 잘 살길 okay. 맘을 다 부어주긴 좀 그래. 잠을 만큼 참았어 그래.
There we go. Hello. Sorry, I had to make sure my mic was working. Okay, we're going to continue with Beacon Pines. I'm actually going to play this time. It's not going to be a chat stream. At least that's not the plan. Yeah, let's see how much further we can get. Because this game is only on Game Pass for another 4 days. So I really, really want to beat it. Excuse me. Hey, Hayden. How's it going? I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on. I'm hoping this game isn't more than like an hour and a half left. I'm not feeling 100%. Felt fine till about an hour ago. So, we'll see. Yeah. It's dead silent right now.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
That seems really low. 1 second, I'm going to turn that audio up a bit. Oh, not that one. Okay, let's see if that helped. Oh man, I know. I haven't played at all. Yo, hey, hi Sway, hi Wounded. I'm hoping to beat this game. Yeah, about an hour ago I started to not feel good, but I always stream Tuesday. I didn't want to skip it today. So I really, really, really hope we get through this game. It's only on Game Pass for 4 more days. You're 129. Oh my god. I've been so distracted. I haven't touched Fortnite at all. I feel so bad. 4 a year? Holy shit. I'm using a 2-week trial from Devo for now, but like, yeah, I want to try the piggyback thing at some point. I can't believe that works. Oops. Close the game.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string.
Oh my god, since May. Yeah, I've been really bad about this season. Last season I started out okay, and then I was gone for all of August, so, like, did not touch it at all. Huh. Yeah, geez, it's probably been June since I really solidly played. The new theme being, like, heist. It's got this full, like, Ocean's 11 theme. It's an interesting choice. After going from the jungle and Japan to that, it's a bit of a jump.
The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house.
Oh, that's right. That's
After
right.
some
Okay, yeah.
deliberation, it was decided.
Yeah, we didn't play much last time. They basically came in her closet room and found all this hidden information, and then this dude showed up. All right. Oh, good cop, hard cop? Should we have the word bad for this? Good cop and chill cop. It's like the same thing.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Oh god, of course it's Rollo doing this. Playing some board game? Oh, you can be an otter in it? What board game is that? I'm assuming it's like an online version of a board game? You don't know even know what it's called. That's great. Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless.
I'm just the mud otter.
Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr.
He
Tolliver.
grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
In the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Oh my god. Why does it suddenly feel like... Sorry, one sec. Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Punk. Who is the whipper? I just like it. It matches the ears. In the preview of this game, one of the characters had like blue tips with like gray and blue ears. So, chocolate bar Rollo. Oh, that's right. I meant to get one on the weekend. I haven't had a Rollo in years. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. Oh my god. What kind of saying is that? As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Yeah, that was a questionable saying, exactly. What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
They've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh my god, this guy's actually like crying. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord.
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Jesus, the guy's losing it. Five Nights at Freddy's vibes from Peak on Shit, really? I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I watched one of my friends played a bit, but... Yeah, I guess the big-headed, big-eyed animals would do that. She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? Oh my god, that's or it used to be a store. I don't know if it still is. It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Jesus.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my god, I swear if I'm actually getting sick. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Cato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Oh yeah, little penguin dude. Or at least I think it's a penguin. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Adorable. Oh, Cato hung out here so much eventually they gave him a set of keys. But I'm just gonna make sure my audio is still... There we go. This game is leaving Game Pass? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. October 1st, so literally 4 days left. The average game price is only 6 hours, though. We're at 4.5 so far. So I'm hoping to finish it tonight. Yeah, the style's really pretty, but then it gets dark, so I like the combo. So far, so good. I just keep an eye on the place for Mrs. Novak, or Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? I'm piggybacking for a year, but there isn't much on there. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's so much on there I want to play. Man, there's too much stuff I want to play on Game Pass. But I'm into like Yakuza and stuff, so they've got like the whole collection on there. Hope to get... Which one's Starbound? I just keep thinking of Starfield. Which one's Starbound? One sec. Oh, you did mean Star... There is something called Starbound on there, though, apparently. I just looked it up. Oh, it's capped at 30 on console. Oh, wow, okay. I think I'm playing it on 60 FPS right now. Yeah, on stream I've been playing Beacon Pines, and then on the weekend I started Starfield. So far, I really like it. It's a typical, like, glitchy first pass, though. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna start streaming it after this, because, like, some of the encounters of people walking past or just making full eye contact. I just wish I had it on stream. It's making me laugh. Yeah, being poor, yeah. This month was Mortal Kombat. Oh, that's right. That was Mortal Kombat. Yeah, see, I want to pay for Game Pass. I can't pay for Game Pass right now. I'm hoping after Christmas, maybe I'll be able to afford it again. For now, until the next. Oh, okay. I have seen so many comparison videos of what they did for it on PC versus the graphics on Switch. It's, like, so bad. I already told you no. I can't put you on any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. The fish version is a joke. Yeah, no kidding. I feel bad for anyone that paid for it on there, because oh my god, watching that side by side, no. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? Knew it would be, but not that far, right? It's like going back years in console, like, quality. There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there. Alright.
Chapter
Should have never
8.
come out. Yeah. Yeah. That's just a total rip-off what they did to people. They shouldn't have even bothered.
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not actually family.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyebrows are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Oh my god, really? That's the best you've got. When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just
Beck
like...
slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Yeah, it could be somebody else down the line in your tree. Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Ugh. Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tour. Man, if I were main character, I would not want to go back home. That's where the grandma is. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your base? And that! I forgot about that part. Right, we left that guy there. I'll think of something. I mean, they're so long, he's probably not
Luca's
unconscious
heart
anymore.
was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh, she's there.
He held held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
I like that we have to go upstairs to get to the basement. Oh, wasn't it upstairs? How did we get there? Oh, shoot. I forget how we found that. Oh, right. It's in the cabinet. Never mind. I take it back. It's just my terrible memory of where this was.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace. He just left the cabinet, like, secret door open.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
That's... Didn't we talk about how these were explosives? Dude, he's gonna poison himself. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed? Oh, that guy. Okay, now I can think. If Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play cool. Oh my god, I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Wow, that's optimistic. This is... okay. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself.
Yeah, you just ate poison. Jesus Christ.
Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Gran didn't drug him. He ate it himself. He totally did that to himself.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
There we go.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
Festival. Oh yeah. Where we think things are gonna get blown up. Alright. I keep forgetting this is a timeline where they don't know what the source is. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Conspirators? Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. I like the drawing for that. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? Oh my god, are we going to unintentionally help the bad guys instead of the good guys in this one? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh god. Yeah. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Scattered, slow applause. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Oh my god, the bunny lady's got like 3 children with her now. At least one, so yeah, we're looking at least 5 kids going on over there. Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Game Pass is worth it for, if you think about it, for $13 a month, if you can afford it. It's actually totally worth it. And they're going to get some Persona stuff soon, too. More Persona stuff. I think Royal's already on there, but they're getting a Persona 3 Reloaded and some Tactics thing that's coming out. Oh, is it 3 of them they have? I knew they had Royal. Oh, 3, 4, and Royal. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're gonna get some like reloaded version of 3 the day it comes out too. It was like, hey, pre-download it so that when it comes out you've got it ready. And then I looked it up. It's not gonna come out for like more than 6 months. It's like that's a bit too early to pre-download. What a great turnip. Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, see, that's the thing with the Personas, I always want copies. Like, I'll go back and play them again. That's just, yeah. But, like, Yakuza and stuff like this, and Starfield, I don't mind just having the digital version, I guess is what you should call it. It's not streaming, but it's digital, yeah. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh god. Community, conviction, commitment. God, this feels so American. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Renting, that's better, yeah. Renting, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's, inexuberable. Wow, don't ever use that word. Unavoidable and undeniable. And I am dadgum? Wow. Thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. Unpacking? Oh man, I don't even like doing that in real life. But sure, I'll take a look at it. I've never heard of that one before. So I believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town, which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh god. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. Represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. Oh yeah, Nino Kuni. Yeah, I bought the first one. Oh my god, I put so many hours into the first one. I was trying to platinum it, but there's too many things to level. I couldn't grind that much. But yeah, I still have to play the second one. 2 Paw Patrol games. What's the other one I grabbed off there? I swear there's another family-friendly one I've grabbed on there. Oh, I might be thinking of the Lego games. Yeah, there's some Lego games on there I picked up. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
And Peppa Bear. It's all the things very popular in Canada right now for children. God. What would you even do in a pet? You know what? No, I don't want to know. Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
I still can't believe Hot Topic actually had adult-size t-shirts of just the one picture. There was that one screenshot of it that they were selling, and I'm like, really? Really, guys? Like... No. Not for adults. Fate made a perfect match that day. I guess there's one scene everyone thought was funny, and it started getting, like, the clip was, like, not viral, but, like, passed around a lot. And so, yeah. It's a picture of her with a phone, I think? Oh, an arcade game. Ooh, which one? Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
Arcade Paradise. Ooh, I don't know that one. I'll have to look that one up. The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. And my time space has given this. Started Starfield on the weekend and a ton of Dreamlight Valley because it's all Nightmare Before Christmas right now for the event. So I'm spending way too much time on Disney Dreamlight. At least way too much of the only free time I get. You have to wake your way up to owning your own arcade. Oh, okay, that's cool. So not like literal arcade, it's about owning an arcade. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. I like that concept. That's neat. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each
His
other.
voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Knowing what we know now, this is so cool. Oh, it is on Game Pass. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll look that one up.
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. And then we all die. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so it is with a happy heart that I can
He
proclaim...
raised his hands up to the heavens.
Yeah, we did.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
I mean, yeah.
The end. again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
Just flip tables.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Oh man, okay. I think I want to work on this side more. Yeah, we've got more options on this way. Wait, it was just Sly Cop? I'm trying to remember how many, like, word choices were available on this one. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Yeah, it was literally just... Good cop. Okay.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
Oh, it just changes who the one is that goes, oh, okay. What's going on here? You're that Maudwell girl. I almost forgot that's her last name. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent her here?
Caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
too.
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old girl is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we were going to destroy the source... Well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Sure you can finish this up on your own? Would he still pass out? Like, wasn't the whole previous, like, passing out nothing to do with how somebody was talking to him? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a Perennial Harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. The whole time Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. But all he sells is apples.
Beck
Oh my god.
blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password roll. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal... Oh my god, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard her password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... It's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Would explain why they were trying to put or drug him. Scared me up to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around to like the last slice of pie. I swear, that man would be late to his own funeral. We just let him go. How did we beat him here? Oh my god. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what did you have to report? What is this Insipid Town Festival really about? I think...
Gus looked around nervously.
No. I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. Good God, not after what we know, no. I didn't pull strings installing Usmare so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Ooh, excuse me. This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. Temporary? How are you going to clean that shit up? The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Wow, he's in their back pocket now. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future? Or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus. But you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. And they're just gonna nonchalantly have breakfast still together? That's like... Like, don't talk to me ever again. Oh my god, this lady's always here. I think it was this way. Yep, there it is.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? afraid not. And where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. I hate black licorice. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot by a person of their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I was wondering why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, he pushed us down this thing in one of the timelines. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's nude work store. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we... yeah,
The
there we go.
inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing.
This is where we died one of the other times.
It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Jesus, that's specific. Rolo, at one point or another, used that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Paul always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. Oh my god, this is the background that gets louder and louder and louder. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That one seems important. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something... something big? This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We at least have found their hazmat suit. If it looks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Willow's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny, oh shit. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide. Where? Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Shit. 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 That's awesome. Oh my god. You all need to come with me now. Oh no, he's gonna murder us all again. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. I don't believe him. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this? That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the one thing I could never get him to understand was... Oh god, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. Yeah, okay, sure, buddy. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My Grand isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
Man, way to inform the villain, guys. How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. Oh yeah, sure, buddy. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why
A
would...
jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze, and dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Oh, her trying to stop it all is what's causing that. Okay. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Bloop. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Wow, no fear on these kids. Alright. You good? Yep. I love this town. It's not how I would react to it, but sure.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
So basically we know this is a fake town and they relocated everyone and there's a source of power, quote unquote, but we don't know why. Like, why rebuild the entire town? Excuse me, oh my goodness. Intense. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. It didn't feel— oh my god, Rollo, gross. I didn't feel like we traveled that far. No, I'm not. This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. Okay, the intense music is done, so I can kind of turn this back up. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. I think he went this way. I mean, it makes sense. He told us to go west, so don't go west. Familiar. Ah, we've done this before. Ah, we're not gonna realize it's our own town because we're in too much of a hurry. Okay. It's starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Everyone's an alien. Rollo. Stick with me here. This species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. I swear to God, if the end of this is aliens, no. Alright, I'm gonna close the book and walk away. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. Jeez, this is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe.
Oh man, we're gonna have to kill somebody again.
Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at
Seems
each other,
true, though.
both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Oh no. Hum. I swear to God, no.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This all makes sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can hide behind those... Oh, you can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties lie, or fall. Lie. Well, mine's something. The thing is, we know that her dropping this in here is just gonna freeze everyone and kill everyone. It's not. And yet I don't want to help him. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation.
This game didn't seem like it would get weirded out, right? When we first started, I was like, oh, the drawings are so cute and the characters are neat and we're just romping around town. I'm like, this is adorable. And then it just got darker and darker.
The torch echoed,
Which
as
is
it
awesome,
ricocheted
but
down the
really
hall,
not expected.
punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
And we all did again.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
I don't think humming's gonna... Alright, let's go to the shop.
stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind, the only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
What the? Really?
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? Oh god, it's not his grandma, it's his mom. I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Oh man, this is sad.
He sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Oh man, he's been hitting on the wrong person. Hey, Rytron, how's it going? Oh man, we got to like a sad part of this game. Hoping we can beat it tonight. It's only on Game Pass for their 4 days, so really hoping. It's gotten so much more dark and emotional than I thought it would. This game's actually really great. I thought you were gone? You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? That's a way to shift it. It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Oh my god, this, like, the last few chapters we run through, I've been so, like, she's evil, get away from her. This was not expecting this. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Okay. Yay! Not frozen over for once. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh, okay. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar! Liar! Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. Yeah, see what they've done is like so weird. It's like nobody's gonna believe that. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you too. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Ah, clipboards. Yep. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates would take this obviously disturbed woman's summer comfortable. Yeah, I was like, they're gonna play the, like, she's old and crazy card. So that she can get help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. Oh wow, this is the guy I haven't liked. Yet he might actually help us. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Oh god, slow clap. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed. Oh my god, is he the mastermind the whole time, this little kid?
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Oh god. Take his lunch money. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Oh, the ever tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn on my side. Playground rules. Oh man, they're gonna be unlocking. Okay, I actually do have to take a quick bathroom break. But yeah, if they're gonna start like unlocking everything, like we just got the good end. I hate to take a break right now, but I really have to.
언제나 함께 있었음 해 모든 게 다 통하니까 Feels like daydreaming 너와 있을 땐난 I love my life 사라지지만 나의 전부 그 chemistry 이상 너와 the two 힘들었을 때마다 늘 함께 했던 너 yeah. 눈이 마주쳤던 그 순간 생각을 공유해 우리 둘 사이의 텔레파시 바라보고 있는 날 봐 Someone like you 한눈에 알아본 넌 나의 replica We don't need to see each other to know that we're on the same wavelength Oh yeah, why can't we just meet tomorrow 아직도 난 아직도 날 찾고 있어 매일이 난 네 생각하다 잠들어 My heart is beating for you waiting 넌 헤매이고만 있어 I don't know what more to expect 물론 아니야 너는 난 알아 너라는 말은 하고 싶지 않아 정말 보러 갈게 바다 건너 난 널 모든 알게 말해줘 알고 싶지 않아 또 나는 홀로 우선 해보는 거야 나랑 YOLO Yeah, 난 너와 나란히 갔어 주말에 평범한 연인처럼 밥을 먹고 싶어 내 말 틀린 건 하나도 없어 안 될 거란 생각 이제 던져 너가 없으면 난
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, and now I'm cut off. Which side? This side. Yeah. Oh yeah, Wounded, you were asking earlier about the wig. Yeah, I was basically using it because one character looked like they might have blue hair in this. But it's actually a Bulma wig I've had for, like, years. And then these were the Grim ears that we used at Anime North. Yeah, Bulma's pretty great. I did the version of the full pink dress that has her name on it from Dragon Ball. And then it's just, like, one little ponytail at the side. It's because all the time she wears, like, a full ponytail or a full braid ponytail. It's really hard to do with a wig, so I went with the other version. Oh yeah, I didn't put the ears tag on this time. I just realized that. Forgot, because you brought that one up last time. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. Isn't he just giving away to everyone that he was doing something bad? No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I'll take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. So the dude we thought was, like, forcibly adopted and we felt bad for is actually the mastermind. Of course. You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense, oh boy, we agreed upon.
Taylor gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Is he actually Sharper or whatever the frig his name is? You can all call me. Yep, Sharper Valentine. God damn it.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Ooh, malice. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. No one's gonna stop. It was only 2 red pandas. They totally could have stopped them. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? Oh god. I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking. Oh god. I don't know which is worse, a son who's completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting my time. Oh, wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? Yeah, nobody knew that, dude. But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. And now he's gonna make him feel like shit. Nonsense, the people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. I'm surprised he's not taking that away after he spoke out against him. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. God, he's gonna give everyone eternal life. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. And I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. This sounds such like a cult. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? You think that puffed up blatherskite would have accomplished all of this? Don, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extra. Oh god, the one that wrote a book about himself. At your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a patsy the whole time? Oh my god. I didn't put that part together. Jesus. Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity, if things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Might? It's pretty obvious he 100% is.
Let's see.
I don't think chill's gonna get us very far, so let's not do that one. Ooh, malice is the option over here now. Yeah, let's try the malice one. Yeah, that seems correct. Oh man, that's got louder. Hold on a second. There we go. Don't want it, like, killing everyone's eardrums. Alright.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes.
This is when we had him on full villain mode, killing children.
Like
Alright.
a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
I'm surprised that worked, of course. Luca. Oh god, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Okay, so this is before we let him know what we knew. Okay. So, to treehouse. Oh man, the villain. I'm just wondering if something unlocks or you get an achievement or something for talking to her every time she's reading. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. Now that I know it's that dude. I agree, this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? Oh, this is when they changed the sign.
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
How would you convince somebody else to go with that, though? Let's put it as sharper. It's like, the other kid would be like, why would we do that? Okay. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Oh, I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start till tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight, get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Yeah, I wonder what they need her for in all this. I wonder if she's making the youth serum or whatever the frig is making him in turtle. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. Hey Jetson, have you seen Rollo come this way by any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in here... Oh, in this here pond. Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay. Oh, so we're in the timeline. Okay, we're in the timeline where Rollo went missing in the night.
Felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire, the source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him.
Just took the source as a keepsake.
You made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him. Dad, what is this place? A warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together. Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, Buckaroo. Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor. A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Who doesn't lock the door behind them? Come on now.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Is this Nun or whatever? Nun, whatever the frick his name is. Oh, it's not. Stop right there. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figure you'd recognize me. Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Good God, is this Rollo? Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Good God. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. Man, does Rollo not realize that, like, Luca's way too freaking small? Like, does he not put two and two together? If it really is you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? Man, this gets more and more confusing. When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? Don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? Just the hands. I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so... There we go.
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some kind of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. Oh God, they're hiding it in the licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up? Yeah, okay, so she's the one with the blue hair I saw in, like, the preview picture before I even started this game. Oh, sorry, I gotta switch. I'm sitting here. There we go.
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Take cover. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. The heck does that mean? Yeah, seriously. Oh, I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rolo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rolo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farmer parts. Oh god, this feels like when I was living growing up. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Oh, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peach.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Exactly. Man, when I moved, it was bullies were doing it for me. It wasn't like self-inflicted misery. Sure, Mom. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. There's nothing wrong with coloring your hair. It'll grow, but oh my god. Anyway. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. I just saw a video recently of this woman who's got like really long hair, but she's dyed it like not completely pink, but like highlights of pink, but it's enough pink that her employers are like, yeah, you can't come to work like that. So she wears like purposely bad wigs to work in like blondes and blacks and stuff, but they're like Joe Dirt bad and like some fake Cher wig, like just yeah, it's great. I applaud her. It's like what she's doing looks so much worse than the colored hair, but like their only rule is against colored hair. Oh man. Yeah. Come to the office in years and I'd file humans right exactly. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need to help Oh, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got into trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. Why did I think it was I actually kind of look like this look. Great, can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Jesus. Patch him through immediately. Wow, we're just jumping right into the secrets. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on the new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. Excellent. That's such a villain. Oh my god. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. Oh man, since it's the new kid that's hearing all this, she wouldn't know like half the names being talked about. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she'll either leave the office completely committed to Perennial Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. I'm rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Shut up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. No, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field? What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked much about the job? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so if we need to get your mom out of there before this festival happens, that's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Sorry, one sec. Oh my god, I hit the mic, I'm sorry. Well, it's really just a welcome mat from my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. That'll give it away. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. Oh my god. I mentioned heisting earlier because of Fortnite. Now this game is heisting. Oh my god.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your
He
new
waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? She'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even
Beck
notice.
snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Man, most moms would hear that and just assume she's like acting up again or something. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff and Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Oh, Godspeed. I like Jeff. Hopefully he's easy to... Oh, it won't let me talk to that kid yet. Okay. I can't remember where Jeff hangs out. Oh, there he is. Hey, Jeff. What can I do for you? Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I mean... I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But... Wow. Give me one good reason why I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh my god. It's just shit. Junk? You could steal some stuff. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested. Dang it!
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
This dude sounds like he's out of pension. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've done enough fighting from one lifetime and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves. Oh man, really? Still not helping. Aw, I was really hoping that one was gonna work. Hide? Why would hide?
Jeff's brow perked up.
I thought the poop one was gonna work better than this one. What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say, I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it. Put it on my tab?
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. I can't believe hide worked. Now I gotta figure out where Iggy's hanging out. Oh, right there. Hey Tish, look who it is. Unmutated Iggy. Luca, are you here to try and tickle us to death again? I forgot that's what I chose on this one. Look, just hear me out.
Raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of... yeah.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately life has been kinda... hard, you know? Hard? Yeah, well, life's always hard. Get over it. We ain't interested. Ah, damn it.
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and he tried.
Still going with that one.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug. Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we... break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Well, that went smoother than expected. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
A
treehouse.
single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. Yeah, because you've been total assholes to him. How wonderful.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
Oh no. Oh no, Rollo.
Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Oh my god, they put a mustache on him. Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. Geez, that's a gamble. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and
With a
such.
stroke of his
And such.
mustache, Rollo proceeded into the perennial harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Oh my god, there's a poster that just says, "You can do it!" Oh god. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. I'll just
He
check.
stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. Any more direction? Yeah, one of the timelines did. I'm hoping this is the correct timeline now. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Oh god, dude, don't just make a run for it. Excuse me, sir. Start screaming their tagline. Suck on this perennial ham fist. What was
The
that?
distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
Clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay, okay. Phew, that was close. Our harvest awaits? Hey, I figure when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Roll. I don't know if I'd say nice work. That was like awfully luck. Alright, anyone... Oh, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck. In case you need some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Alright. This music. Okay, no, I'm going back. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm just gonna stick with the east instead. Just keep going to what is the most east room.
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you
A
okay?
veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
This is either 6 or 7 on a new... Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a new chapter 7. Because we had to start over from chapter 5 on a different branch. I'm almost certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? Oh my god, he's just blabbering everything to the actual villain. They brought me here and locked me up. When they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan. Fuck's
Solomon's
sakes, no.
facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Becker headed to deep engineer. Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank heavens you found me. Damn it. We've got to get out of here. We can't just leave yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him?
Nani?
Hey, Devo! How's it going? Yeah, we have learned a lot of stuff tonight. My god. Just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said founder. Oh, reading comics, nice. It was just down this
Luca
way.
happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly
Luca
fortunate.
tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electronic lock. Yeah, no kidding, Sway. It's all good. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like
Luca
that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Oh my god, this woman means business. Oh my god. Disregard their own personal safety, Jesus. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
She could have electrocuted herself to death.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Yeah, this little, Doberman dude is the
Switched on
villain.
his walkie-talkie.
Rolo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at locked door marked 24601. I need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rolo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. Yeah, okay, sure. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open, Luca. You never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen.
I'm just waiting for Solomon to grab something and bash him over the
In
head.
that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Or that. Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this
He
noise.
quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Yeah, okay. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Why would you stop for... Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're
With
trapped.
self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
Shit. That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Oh, they were chasing the wrong people. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. You can do it. Nope. Make a break for it. Pandas just stood there. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there. After them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Yeah, no kidding. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Yeah, we have more adults on our team. Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the young chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. Ew, I don't like that word. At least not in this context. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is Obviously, she doesn't know. I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest Liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. Oh. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest Liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops could be easily harvested in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest Liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role is to finish the work by my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest Liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Oh, she was clearly only thinking plants, Dan. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. I was playing Starfield. Oh yeah, there's no problem. You don't have to... That's okay. Thank you for popping by, like, or coming on anyway. That's good. Man, yeah, Starfield's a full encompass. I don't see Discord when I'm on Starfield, dude. And I feel bad because, like, Hayden's been trying to get some more of the Fortnite matches going. And it was like 2 a.m. the last time I was in bed. But yeah, Discord's not always the best for notifications. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. Oh, so Prescott was doing it on purpose to stop them from whatever they were doing. Tunnel vision, exactly. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out. Got cold feet and intentionally sabotaged his own work. Yep. I think Rollo is like super optimistic, man. I'd be losing my shit. I considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard him talking about it on the radio. That's why we gotta get you out of here. I just... like, now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Moudwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what's your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Oh, we actually have to look around. Ooh. Malice 80 proof whiskey. Hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Notice the chair has books on it as like a baby seat, a booster seat. Red flag. Looks like the founder was keeping was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
It's still warm. He must have been in here recently. He's smoking in his child body, yeah. Your browser died? Like Chrome died? Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system. Oh, just went blank? Oh, weird. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing. I think we've looked everywhere. Ah, I thought maybe we could look at the side of the cabinet there. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I
With a
promise.
subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Oh god. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rollo. Before we start tossing blame around. Is it possible someone ordered pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. God damn it. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Yeah, these clipboard things are clearly clones of some kind like that. They're so creepy. Of course. Oh god, no, don't let him watch the door. Everyone else huddle up. Oops. Yeah, oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen Whoa, what? No? Who created this town? Perennial harvest, Valentine, fertilizer. All connected by a single thread. Yours truly. Progenitor? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that word before. But
Her
that's...
eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
I guess now you've got it. Tempest Liquamine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Maudville. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my taste. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. He's just gonna chug it, isn't he? Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about
Rollo
it.
casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luca
taste.
jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Move another inch and I smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back.
They'd still have all the research notes, wouldn't they?
Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less
He
leniency.
pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed. Yeah, okay, sure,
A
dude.
deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you've allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance
The
review.
blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal
A
life.
muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
That's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. The weird, useless clone dudes. Well, crap. Oh, wow, we actually get to do... I thought that was just going to give us a bad end again. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. You just need some time. It's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Might as well see if there's anything else we can click on before... I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Yeah, exactly. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. I like how they word it like he decided to help her. It's his wife. For fuck's sake. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. It's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if he's alive... if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hall.
God, are we all gonna die again?
Chapter 8, Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
Oh.
With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Sorry. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. Or Lucas Gran. Weird. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Oh my god, she swapped them, didn't she?
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Oh no, is it gonna give me the option of shit? Because I swear to god. Damn it, I was kind of hoping. Change? I'm gonna put junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Well, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. Oh my god. Oh my god, Luca's face. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Oh, frick. Whoa, shit. It made that much of a difference? Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions, though.
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
It's like closed book, walk away. I think that was a pretty good end. Stu turns to ash. That was actually pretty good. Malice? Change? Change. Just try change. Hey, Devo, thank you! Oh my god. Oh wow. I forgot I turned that down for the Fire Emblem stream. I could not hear that at all. Yeah, yay, thank you so much. Damn, dude, that's like 14 months. I don't understand this game.
Tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
It's like choose your own adventure, but with words? Yeah. Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? Well, oh, what he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. Look at that face! That is not the face of an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father. Young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank
She
you.
looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now. That's it. That's way less
Epilogue.
satisfying than the smoke.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
I think I preferred the ashtray one. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. I guess this is the one that the creators thought was the best ending, since it has an epilogue. Door frame. I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Lana's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into a school of agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. Man, isn't the Sharper guy just gonna grow up and just do this to the next generation? Like, I preferred when he turned to smoke. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before he even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Oh my god, that music's getting so loud. Okay. I'm glad it's happy music, but damn. Okay. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Lana and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning the site. Are these guys real? Like, I swear to God. What's
When
next?
the perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here, this is something I can be proud of. Yeah, the dad's just gonna grow up and like try to take over again or be a dick again. Like this isn't a permanent solution. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. It is cute, but like... How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. I do like that how each day progressed, they just put more and more shit in front of that guy. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Does this still lead back to memory? It does. Really? I'm surprised. I thought this was gonna... Oh! It has more options now.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
I'm just curious if it does anything different now that it's like endgame. It's probably just gonna be a shoe again. It's so quiet now after that, like, ending music. Sorry, did not be done. Beating up the mic now. Hey, it's something different. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine, we've written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Ooh, is it going to be sitting there when we come back out of the memory? I want to see. Damn it! Oh well. I thought that might change something, but not really. Just give another joke about that guy with time. A little higher. Oh god. A little lower. Oh my god. So dangerous. I'm telling you. The ankle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. This is so weird. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon or Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Look at that freaking baby's face, man. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Maudwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. Okay. For all intents and purposes, this child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out, however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball. Man, no, I want nothing to do with this kid after all that, though, in town.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Wow, she's talking really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Really, some people actually got punished? Oh, hey Brad, how's it going? Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Cyril, you gotta come see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if I know it's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Oh my god. Hey, pretty good, just finishing up this game. This, from what I understand, is the good final end. We had a lot of other endings. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
Really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that, yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. Man, I would hold way more grudges on this kid. This kid's just too nice. I'll visit Walt in my own time. Of course, now that I think about it, this is the timeline where he didn't quite suffer and get attacked as much as some of the other timelines. I think because we're merging all the timelines. This kid might not be as pissed off as in the other branches. Oh my god, so many bunnies. Jesus Christ.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come one, come all. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's riled wide.
Maybe not completely unused.
This does not seem safe. Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Oh god. This is gonna kill children. Guess what? Yesterday I saw it did that. Oh, nope. That's good. It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is gonna become the bug capital of the county. Oh no, that's the warehouse. I want her house. Where the frig is her house? There she is. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Oh, they let her keep the blue hair, too. Nice. It's really hard to do this with the arrows. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. Also because they're not using up that chemical stuff from the ground, then it'll stop being winter all over the place. Right, okay. So the only reason, like, the outside world was becoming so wintry was because of the experiments they were doing, and now there's no experiments. We're lucky everything's gonna go back to normal and not just, like, stay like that in those areas. Yeah, I guess that's good. I wasn't entirely clear on that at the end of, you know, guy turning into baby. Take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. I swear.
Good job.
Okay, so this is definitely good ending then. I'm a little more cynical about it and want the guy to turn to dust instead of having a re-chance as a baby, because he was like pure evil. Oh, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. Yeah, all the leaves are just gonna get blown off in this weird tube thing.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. He gets to play Tom Hanks big, but like never gets to go back. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. When Beck's mom, remember the formula? Like, the narrator sounds like one of my sisters. Oh, that's cool. The narrator's done really good in this game, actually. I'm quite impressed. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, god damn it. I won't be long. I'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. I can't voice sappy scenes. Hey, Dad. Mr. Modwell says that... Oh, Doctor. Oh no, I've already messed it up. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. I'm like, I'm sitting there waiting. I was waiting for the candle to just like dim out. I had to hit enter for the candle to go out because we blew it out. That was adorable. Okay. Thanks, Devo. I just assumed that was Sway. Alright, that was nice. Oh my god. For a like 6-7 hour game, that had a lot going on. Oh my god. Is it finally over? Yeah. That had so much in that story. Holy crap. Yeah, that was definitely the good end. It's an epilogue. The narrator, like, specifically said you finally found the ending. Yeah. I love the artwork and stuff. It just, man, there was so much happening. Yeah, it was a good game. I would recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I can't believe I haven't heard like anything about it. It's like Moon and Dino's community mentioned it to me saying she thought I might like it. And I'm actually surprised I haven't heard anyone else talk about it, between how pretty the drawings were and all over the place the story was. Hurts your brain. I mean, it was different. Yep. And I've played such a random assortment of games since you've come on your sway. That was great. I'll wait till the credits finish and then we can raid somebody. I was actually getting concerned because I was like hoping to finish this game within 2 hours, but I could feel we were close. Like we were getting so many answers out of that. I was like, I'll just keep going. So we're almost an hour later than I hoped to be up, but I think I lost my brain so much in this game. Oh my god. No. It was odd, but it was good. I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah, when we started, I definitely wasn't expecting murder, which turned out to, like, in the good ending, only the dad got killed. Oh my god, so when they were in the dumpster and the dead body was flung on them, that was his own dad's body? Right? Yeah, the graphics were really nice. That's, like, the only reason I even started the game. I based it on, like, these drawings look super cute. That's all I knew about it. And the narrator, holy crap. That was really well voiced. I have to stop picking games where I have to read all the dialogue, though. Like, my throat after a while. Oof. I was not expecting to hear or see anything gruesome about right. It's like, we started as pretty characters, tra-la-la in town, it's just kids hanging out, and it's like, oh, now there's a dead body on us, now people are swearing, now we have a card that literally says shit, like, it... now you're sacrificing your, like, buddy who's half mutated, like, it was all over the place. Baldur's Gate 3, you don't have to read anything at all. I need money for that game first, Wounded. That'd also be true for Starfield, which I do want to start streaming on here while I have the trial. That's not true, but close enough. Yeah. Yeah, so far what I've seen, I wouldn't have to wait. It's nice. And that's one of the things I really like about streaming Fire Emblem, is I don't have to read anything. Plus, it's a cool game. It was Dr. Prescott. Okay. Oh, wait, I thought... Oh, I'm confusing Dr. Prescott with his dad. His dad would have the same last name as the mom, so never mind. The dad did stand up against it, but wasn't Prescott. Okay. Set up a GoFundMe to get Baldur's Gate. It's worth a shot! That's like $80, though. Oh no, why is it... Hold on. What's it doing? Probably just gives you a chance to, like, see the other pathways, because there were a few things I didn't attempt, like not sacrificing Iggy was a branch I never finished. Yeah, that's what it's doing, is if you feel like going through and seeing the other possibilities, which at this point I'm going to assume are all death. I think we're good on the stream. We got the good ending, we got the credits. I think we're good. I might look at that out of curiosity before October 1st. In my own free time. Yeah, who's even... Hey, Brad just came on. We could raid Brad. Yeah, let's raid Brad. Man, everyone else that I usually watch has gone to bed. This is really late. This time yesterday I was in bed, which is why I missed my Fortnite match. Kind of right? Yeah, usually Tuesday is more hopping on my end. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are usually like the busiest for people I watch. A lot of times I'll be watching other people stream while I work on Tuesdays, and then I stream after that. Oh, he's doing Batman Return to Arkham. Cool. Kind of fitting, since I went to an event with a Batman last weekend. Oh, I'm the only one. Oh, shit. See, I always do Tuesdays, but, like, this is really late. Man, I'm so glad we got that game done. So literally 2 streams, because, like, I'm not going to count the last stream. Sway was right, I paid for, like, 5 minutes. Wouldn't count last stream. But yeah, I think that took about 7 hours instead of 6, but that's probably because I was reading all the dialogue. Most people could just keep clicking through as they read it, so that was probably faster. So that's why the average playtime was 6 hours. That makes more sense. Yeah, all we did was talk last stream, and then I watched Sonico, which was played Sonico. That was a trip. That was fun, though. I'm glad Hair Racers enjoyed that. No, that was fun. I want to try and do that this Friday. Yeah, I want to try and do that again this Friday, but purposely just chatting. So, oh god damn it, we're gonna end an ad break. All right, I'll set up the raid in the meantime. But yeah, no, this was a super cute game. This is even better than I expected. I just went, hey, this artwork looks amazing. Let's give it a shot. I loved this game. I actually think they did an amazing job on it. Again, can't believe I haven't heard anybody talking about this game. I'm gonna have to look things up. It's gotta be some other fans somewhere out there. But yeah, I loved this game. I think it was worth it. To check it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely do that, because then you can make your own choices and you don't have to hear me read out all the dialogue. Because yeah, there's branches I didn't even cover, so that's... Good, okay, good. Then yeah, definitely check it out. I enjoyed it. I think it was really good. They definitely put a lot of work into this. But yeah. Yeah, it should be Friday. Yeah, because I doubt over the next 2 days I'll have a lot of free time. I've got quite a few things for work, so... You have other stuff to play for? Yeah, you probably won't get it from the Game Pass then, because it's ending in 4 days. But the price for it itself isn't bad. I remember considering buying it myself. But then it popped up on Game Pass. Yeah. But yeah, Friday night, hopefully. I have... my friends always stream every spooky season horror movies every Friday night at 8. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll jump on stream. So that will probably equal the same time I started tonight anyways. So yeah, raid Brad, and hopefully I'll see everyone Friday, and we can chat. This has been good. I'm so glad we finished this, and it wasn't a lot of stress or anything. This is a good game. Oh, I'm not even on his channel. Oh my god, I really need to do this better. Oh, it's it's on an ad. Alright, well, if it kicks us over, thank you, everyone. This has been great. Yeah, I really like this game.
Now.
Yeah, see you later.